As the conflict between Israel and Lebanon's Hezbollah continues, you may have heard mentions of the Litani River, the UN Blue Line, and the UN Resolution 1701. But what are these and why are they so important? All three have one thing in common: UNIFIL, the United Nations interim force in Lebanon. It was established in 1978 to monitor the withdrawal of Israeli forces after their invasion of Lebanon in the same year. Currently, UNIFIL has around 10,000 peacekeepers from nearly 50 countries deployed in southern Lebanon. UNIFIL says it has been recently targeted by the Israeli forces in a flagrant violation of the UN Resolution 1701. More on that later. The Litani River lies at the heart of the current fighting between Israel and Hezbollah. Stretching nearly 170 kilometers across much of southern Lebanon, it is situated around 30 kilometers from the border with Israel. The Litani River serves as a crucial source of water for agriculture and marks as a buffer zone that was once intended to uphold a ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah. In the year 2000, after nearly 20 years of occupation, Israel withdrew its forces from southern Lebanon, returning to the UN-designated Blue Line of Separation. But what exactly is the Blue Line? For one, it's not an official border. The UN refers to it as a temporary line of withdrawal, monitored by its peacekeeping mission, UNIFIL. In 2006, there was a 34-day war between Israel and Hezbollah. The United Nations Security Council brokered a ceasefire with a resolution ending the war and paving the way for long-term security. That resolution is known as Resolution 1701. Resolution 1701 called for a full cessation of hostilities and the establishment of a demilitarized zone between the UN Blue Line and the Litani River. Only UNIFIL and the Lebanese armed forces, not Hezbollah, are permitted to possess weapons and military equipment in the buffer zone. There was a relative calm at the Israeli-Lebanese border for 17 years until last year, when the Israel-Hamas war broke out in Gaza. Hezbollah opened a Lebanese front in solidarity with Gaza, leading to cross-border exchanges between Israel and Hezbollah over the past year. On October 1, the conflict escalated into a full-scale war after Israel launched a ground invasion into southern Lebanon. Which brings us back to the UNIFIL. The peacekeeping mission says its bases have been targeted more than 20 times since October 1 by Israeli forces, resulting in injuries to 5 of its soldiers. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has called for UNIFIL to vacate the combat zones and has accused Hezbollah of operating in areas near UNIFIL posts. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has said the attacks on UNIFIL peacekeepers may constitute a war crime. So what are Israel and Hezbollah trying to achieve? Israel is demanding that Hezbollah withdraw north of the Litani River to facilitate the return of its 60,000 residents to northern Israel. Meanwhile, Hezbollah has vowed to continue its strikes on Israel until a ceasefire is achieved in Gaza.